Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Lecture Notes. So today I'll be explaining a poem by Robert Browning. Its name is Fra Lippo Lippi. First explaining the title of the poem. Fra here means a position or a rank given by the authority of the church, and Lippo Lippi is the name of the Fra. So this poem is written in the form of dramatic monologue. So what is dramatic monologue? Mono means single, log means speaking. So here a single person is speaking, which is Fra Lippo Lippi, where the readers explores the psychology through his speech. So this poem was written by a Victorian poet, Robert Browning, in 1855. It was initially published in Men and Women, his book, and he describes a 15th century real life painter whose name is Fra Lippo Lippi. The poem examines whether the art should be truthful to life or the idealized representation of life. So you will see that here Fra Lippo Lippi is a painter who has a tug of war in his mind. He has a messed up emotions that whether he should show the spiritual life of church or the sensuous reality of the society. So in the first few lines, you will see that here the Fra Lippo Lippi is caught by the guards and he was exploring the prostitute area or a secluded area where one person should not go. So here the first few lines are, I am poor brother Lippo, by your leave. You need not clap your torches to my face. So this here he is speaking to guard. I here is Fra Lippo Lippi and he is referring to the guards. So, first of all, he's saying by your leave means I am going to speak by your permission. He's showing utmost respect to them. You need not clap your torches to my faces. Since it is night and they are not able to see his face, they are throwing the lights or the torches on his face. Zooks, what's to blame? Zooks here means look why I am being blamed, uh, why I have been held in such a way. You think you see a monk? What is past night? You go to the rounds. He then asked them not to throw the lights of the torches directly on his face, as it dazzles his eyes and causes great pain to him. They are throwing the light directly on his face as they want to identify him. So he takes an oath. He says, Zooks means look, or what are you doing? So see, he takes an oath. The friar wants to know what wrong he has done, that he regard him so rudely, and they are so suspicious of him. And here you catch me an alley's end. Alley here means street. End means streets, corner or the end of the street, where supportive ladies leave their doors ajar. Supportive ladies means the ladies with loose characters who leave their doors open so that any man can enter. The Cammarine MacCloster hunted up, do hurry out. If you must slow your zeal, whatever rat there haps on wrong hole. So Cammarine MacCloser, he is telling where he lives and hurry out and see, find out who I am. I. So you'll not treat me in such a way. And then he compared the rats and mouse imagery, basically shows how the brothel is exploited. And he compares monks to rat who stray into wrong holes that they go out of pleasure seeking and enter the house of prostitution. And nip its softing of wee white mouse, Vicky Vicky, that's crept to kind his company. So Nip here is telling that stop, you have stopped something immediately, referring that he was stopped when he was about to spend time with the fallen woman. Ah, you know you're better, so you know exactly what are you doing. That's the reason you are moving here and there at the night to catch people when they go off guard. Then you will take your hand away. There's fiddling on my throat, and please to know me likewise. Who am I? So, you know better means he shows that he's trying to impose his rank. That once you find out who am I, you will not be treating me in such a way. So he's trying to impose his rank. Therefore, he should be respected. He's saying that you should respect me. Instead, you have put hands on my neck. Please to know me likewise. Again, he is trying to impose his rank. Who am I? Typically, like a Delhi boy, he's saying, do you know Who are you talking to? Who are you behaving like this? By one sir who's lodging with a friend, 3 streets off, he's certain, how do you call, master of Cosmo of Medici. So he is a respectable person who has earned a lot of respect. So this person, Cosmo of Medici, was a Florentine who returned from exile to make himself cleverly master of the whole state. So he is a person who has power as well as money. Cosmo of Medici, with whom this Fra Lippo Lippi is living. So he says Cosmo of Medici was not only a rich person, he was a merchant, banker, statesman, and a generous patron of art and letters, and after his death, he was devastatedly called the father of the country. So he's Fra Lippo Lippi is taking such a uh, powerful person's name, and he's thinking that you should know that I sit and eat and sleep with such a respectable person. So you cannot touch me like this only. I'm the house that taps the corner. Bo, you are the best. You were best. So he's saying, I'll show you my house is at the corner. Remember and tell me the day you hang. So he's saying, I'm so much angry and annoyed. So he threatens, Fra Lippo Lippi kind of threatens that if Cosmo Medici comes to know that what you have done, you might be hanged. So he's threatening. Earlier, the first line was, he's asking permission. Now he's showing, he's imposing his rank that you don't know who am I and who you have touched. How you affected such a gallant cry, but you, sir, it concerns you that your knaves pick up a manner not discreet you. So, sir, he is referring to the head of the guards that and knaves to the person below to the other ranks. So, saying referring to the guards junior that their actions will bring disgrace and respect to the senior guard. Zooks, your pilchards that sweep their streets. Pilchards are the lowest selling fishes. They're nearly worthless. So he has imposed that he's one of the he sits and eats with the powerful person, and now he's showing what rank do you qualify, that you are the worthless fish of the society. So here Browning is creating an image in the mind of readers that the guards are like pilchards who are roaming in the night to collect money from the people, which shows the corruption in the system, how money can wash away your sins. So, saying these guards are not protecting the society, they only want to extort money from the people roaming here and count fair price that come into their net. So, they are basically catching such people who are off guard, and they are not here to protect the city. Here, he is Judas to a title that man is. So Judas was one of the 12 disciples of Christ who betrayed Christ for handful of silvers. For such a petty thing, he betrayed Christ. So he is implying that people cannot be trusted or relied on. So saying in this society, the person cannot be trusted or relied on, and he here Judas has been compared to the guards. So it is kind of a direct metaphor where he's comparing Judas to the guards. So just such a face, why sir you make amends? Lord, I'm not angry, bid your hangdogs go. So to the senior guard, he's saying that this is the time that you should say sorry or make amends, do something, and let your juniors treat me in a proper way. Drunk out the quatrain florine to the health. The quatrain florine here is the currency of that society. So he is offering money, which highlights the corruption at that point of time in the society. Of the muffined house that harbors me, and many more beside lads, more besides, and all come square again. So he's saying, take the money, come square again. So now things will be normal just because I've given money, I'm free of sin. So he acts as if he's giving money to the beggars. So he's saying, bless my Lord, bless. So he's showing that this money is like nothing for me. You can take it and I'll free me. His elbowing on the comrade in the door with a pike and lantern for the slaves that hold, John Baptist had a dangle by the hair with one hand, look, as who should say, and his weapon in the another. So John Baptist, here John Baptist references, he was the first of the admirer of baptism. He was killed because King Herod's daughter, Herodia, asked her father to reward her with John Baptist's head on a plate. So here author creates vivid imagery in the mind of readers, first of Judas, now John the Baptist, which also shows how Fra Lippo Lippi has keen eye or adequate detailing for a painter. Again, this is a direct metaphor where Fra Lippo Lippi is comparing John Baptist, that you are, you all people are someone who cannot be relied. You are the cheaters. You are the worst kind of people who cannot be trusted or relied on. It's not your chance to have a bit of chalk, a wood coal, or the like. So these are the things that a painters require. Basically, a chalk, wood coal, and things like this. So that he's asking things like this to show that, to paint their faces, basically guards' faces, to show that how heinous they look. He means to say that I have not committed a crime. Fra Lippi is trying to portray I have not committed a crime. It's you who are doing wrong to me. Yes, I am painter, since you style me so. What brother Lippo doing up and down? You know them and they take you like enough. I saw the proper twinkle in your eye. So now he's telling, you might be thinking that what Fra Lippo Lippi brother is doing here and there. And I saw Twinkle here saying that I can see that now you're interested in my story. You're excited to know that why I'm here. So now he's telling why he was roaming or why he was there in the end of the alley or end of the street. Tell you I liked your looks at very first. Let's sit and set things straight now, hip to haunch. So he's making them sit like friends that sit with me properly, and I'll tell you what happened and why I'm here. Here's spring come and the nights one makes up bands to roam the town and sing out carnival. So there is a period of Lent, which is a religious period of 40 days. So before that, there is a period of carnival. Where people go on the roads at night and enjoy. So he talks how earlier people of Italy used to roam at night and called it a carnival season before the period of Lent, which was a period of fasting. So this is the party time where the people used to enjoy before they enter 40 days of fasting. And I have been 3 weeks shut with my Mew. So he's saying that I've been exhausted. I was painting for 3 weeks straight. A painting for the great man, again showing that how he sits with only great powerful men. Saints and saints and saints again. I could not paint all night. So it's showing that how he was frustrated. He was continuously working. If I learned out of window for fresh air, there came a hurry of feet and little feet. So he said that I was exhausted by my work. I just look outside of the window to have some fresh air, and what he saw was little feet. Her little feet has been referred to women's feet. A sweep of lured things, laughs, and whiffs of song. So when he was looking outside, he saw people going from here to there, and they were enjoying, they were partying, they were laughing, singing songs. And the song which he heard was, so basically, before the songs start, I would like to tell you that there are kind of folk songs in Italy which usually start with description of flower and lead to the theme of love. Flower, oh the broom, take away. This is the song that he hears. Take away love, and earth is a tomb. Flower of the queens, sacred, they had turned the corner with the tither, like the skipping of rabbits of moonlight. So, skipping of rabbits here means rabbits are the kind of animals who cannot keep their sexual desires under control. Similarly, at midnight, Fra Lippo Lippi was not able to control his passion because he is not a god, not an angel. So he says, and a face that looks up, Zook, sir, flesh and blood, that I'm a human being. I'm made of flesh and blood. So I was attracted towards the party people. I was attracted towards women because I don't have a special powers to control my emotions. That's all I'm made of. Into shreds it went. Curtains and contemplate and coverlet and all the furniture, a dozen knots. There was a ladder. Down I let myself. So before moving downstairs, what he did, he was making the mess of his room. He threw things here and there. Shreds, it went means he was throwing here and there things. He was so frustrated and he was not able to control his emotions that he, like a gentleman, he did not come through the stairs. He went through the ladder. This shows that how he was not able to control his emotions, his desires. Hands and feet scrambling somehow, and so dropped, and after them, I came up with the fun, heard by Saint Laurent, hail fellow, well met, flower of the rose. So he's telling that I have good connections with Saint Laurent and he flower of the rose, again referring to the song of the rose, that which starts with the flower name and how he highlights the theme of passion's love. So in the next video, I'll be explaining the lines further. So in the comment box, you can share your opinions and do like and share this video.